It's high school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. Join us all winter long as we feature live San Juan and Monticello basketball. Now, without further delay, we send you courtside for tonight's action. Welcome to High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Rhett Sifford welcoming you live to the San Juan High School gym for the second day in a row. It was a fun Region 18 doubleheader last night, and we're hoping we've got a fun Region 18 doubleheader for you here today. Although I will tell you the San Juan Lady Broncos and the San Juan Broncos are coming up against two tougher teams here today than they faced last night. Obviously for the boys, it was a rally from behind for their victory last night. The girls handled Parowan yesterday very easily, 76-17. So the San Juan girls improving to 3-4 on the season with that win. They've won 2 of their last 3 games, and of course, both of them Region 18 contests. So that is important in its own way. It obviously doesn't hold the same weight as it used to back in the day when the region standings determined state tournament standings. But this is a tough team in Kanab here today. They come in 10-0 on the season. So obviously they've got a lot of momentum coming in, and they're coming off a win at Grand County last night, 59-17. So they handled the Lady Red Devils very easily last night. The Kanab girls are coached by Clint Glover in his 7th year. And check out his record, 133 wins, 25 losses. So they've got a program established with girls basketball in Kanab and boys basketball, of course. The boys are the defending 2A state champions from last year, so we'll talk about that in a little while when we get set up for the boys game. But obviously a couple of good teams in here today visiting the San Juan High School gym. Leading scorers for Kanab, Riley Little, the senior, averaging 23 points a game. Casey Castano has 11 PPG. J.D. Houston, a sophomore, almost 10 points a game. Carson Coulter, 5.3 points a game. And Taylon Kelly at 3.3. For the San Juan Lady Broncos, again, they come in with the 3-4 record, coming off that 76-17 blowout win last night over Parowan in Region 18. And Kamaya Fullwood, the leading scorer for the Lady Broncos, averaging almost 17 points per game. Cadence Mitchell at 12 points per game. Ella Stearns just under 4 points a game. Brooklyn Lameman 3 points a game, and Maddie Adams at 3 points a game as well. And so we'll see how they stack up today. We're getting set now for the call of the starters. I think we're going to have the national anthem as well. I think what we will do is step aside for a quick break. When we return, we'll get the call of the starters, and we'll get the opening tip here to start us off this afternoon. Again, come back with us. We're going to tip it off for a Region 18 doubleheader with the San Juan girls and boys hosting the Kanab Cowboys today. It is High School Hoops on Red Rock 92. Well, let me see if they're going to call the starters or what they're going to do here. They are going to go ahead and call the starters, so no national anthem, I guess. So for Kanab, it's going to be number 4, sophomore forward and center, Casey Castano. Number 14, sophomore forward and center, Taylon Kelly. Number 22, senior guard, Kennedy Glazier. Number 24, senior center, Riley Little. And finally for Kanab today, number 32, sophomore guard and forward, J.D. Houston. For San Juan, it'll be number 5. 5'2", junior guard, Sindel At-City. Number 10, 5'4", freshman guard, Brooklyn Lameman. Number 20, 5'7", freshman guard, Ella Stearns. Number 31, 5'7", senior forward, Cadence Mitchell. And finally today, number 42, 5'11", junior forward and center, Kamaya Fullwood. And we get set for the girls' game here today. San Juan wearing home white. Kanab is wearing road red. And this is going to be a tough challenge for the Lady Broncos here this afternoon on their home court. And I'll tell you, they don't have heights listed for these girls, but Riley Little standing at center court getting set to tip it off against Kamaya Fullwood. She is just as tall, if not taller, than Trip Palmer on the boys' side for San Juan. She is absolutely a very tall girl out here. And Kanab wins the opening tip. They'll have the opening possession. San Juan knocks the ball away on a pass down low. It goes out of bounds. Kanab will keep it in the offensive end. And so it'll be 23 seconds on the shot clock as they get it in, working around the perimeter. 3 on the way from J.D. Houston, misses everything. And a dead ball rebound out of bounds in favor of San Juan is how the game begins. And so the Lady Broncos get their opening possession, having not suffered any damage on Kanab's first possession. So the Lady Broncos looking to draw first blood here today. And into the middle they go. Kamaya Fullwood trying to back herself to the paint. She can't quite get there. Missed a shot that she threw up off the side of the glass. And now running it down through the lane is Casey Castano, and she lays it up and in off the glass with a little bit of spin. So it is 2-0 Kanab, and now the ball is stolen away by the Lady Cowboys. It's always been a dilemma for me, really. Of course, they should be called Cowgirls, but in this case, with the mascot being the Cowboys, you call them Lady Cowboys. I don't know, maybe you just call them Cowboys. Sometimes it's confusing. I know if you're writing an article in the newspaper about both teams, it gets kind of confusing. But at any rate, the ball out of bounds off Kanab on the far side. So in transition, San Juan will keep it here. And now an opportunity to walk it in. Here's Ella Stearns in the midcourt paint. Left side she goes to Lehman and gets it back at the top of the key. Drives inside the arc, kicks it back out. Now Lehman gets a pass left wing. Sends it back out to At City. She's at the top of the key with 20 on the clock. Now she runs, a little underhand lob. Goes off the glass and off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by San Juan, though, so the Lady Broncos get a second chance here. Almost turn it over, but they keep it. And a 3 is good off the glass for Brooklyn Lehman. And San Juan takes the lead 3-2. 90 seconds into this one. They're going to lob it down low to the tall girl, Riley Little. That's a hilarious last name, Riley Little. That's funny, as she's by 1.5 feet the tallest girl out on the floor today. And she's at the line for the first shots of the day as Kamaya Fullwood fouled her as she went up for her shot there. Sometimes it just works out to be ironic and hilarious. And Little wastes no time. She drains the first of the 2. That ties us up. She hits both. And it is now 4-3 in favor of Kanab. And, of course, Riley Little is the leading scorer for this team. And so San Juan now back in the offensive end with the basketball. They'll work it down into the corner. Thinking about the 3 was At City, but she drives baseline instead, misses the runner, and it's rebounded by Kanab. They'll transition. Here's a 3 on the way for Houston. That one rims off. Rebounded by San Juan. Good defensive board for the Lady Broncos. They're on the run, and a body is thrown in there. This should be a block on Kanab as Brooklyn Lehman was driving toward the bucket. And it will be the first of the day on Kennedy Glazier. So both teams with the foul so far here in the opening quarter. And Brooklyn Lehman at the baseline, right of the bucket here for San Juan to inbound. She gets it into Fullwood. Fullwood taking a look at the scene. She'll send it up top. Now left wing. Ella Stearns with a 2-point shot, no good. And Kanab tracks down the loose ball on the far side of the court. They'll work it back across the line. Glazier sends it cross court. It's deflected and now stolen by San Juan. And the Lady Broncos will transition across the line. Fullwood hands off to At City. She goes down low on the right side. A shot is blocked by Kanab down there. And rebounded by the Lady Cowboys. And now they'll work it back into the offensive end. I think that was At City's shot who was blocked. And Kanab will back it out into the midcourt paint. Here's Castano. No, excuse me, that's not Castano. Dumping it in the middle is J.D. Houston. It's intercepted there by San Juan. And the Lady Broncos will transition back across. So San Juan battling right now, staying in this thing early, down by just 1 point to Kanab, 4-3. The 10-0 Kanab Lady Cowboys, I should mention. And now the second foul of the day coming against the Lady Cowboys here, as Taylon Kelly is the guilty party. San Juan will keep it in the offensive end. Fresh shot clock as Lehman will inbound the ball into the corner. Gets it right back. Goes up underneath the basket. A shot is blocked there by Kanab. And rebounded by the Lady Broncos as Lehman was stuffed. And now coming back the other way, Kanab draws a foul on San Juan. This will be on At City. So both teams now with 2 in the quarter. I have to send apologies. I've been calling Davy Mitchell Davy Mitchell. I was corrected on that today by her grandparents, so thanks to them for helping me out with that. So I'll have to, that'll be a transition for me as well. I'll have to do that on the fly. Sometimes it's tough when you get into a habit. Now San Juan's going to jump in to force a jump ball as that ball was deflected around underneath the bucket in the Kanab offensive end. San Juan's going to get the ball here on alternating possession. And the Lady Broncos will have a chance to bring it back in, trailing still just by 1 in this thing, 4-3. 4:40 to go now in the opening quarter. And San Juan looking to reestablish the lead here. Kamaya Fullwood has it in the corner. She'll dribble it out and send it up top for At City. At City goes right side to Lame Man. Dump it back down to Fullwood. It's deflected off her hand into the corner. Catching it there is Cadence Mitchell. She drives into the lane and draws a foul on the floor. And this will be against, is number 12 out there? She is, off the bench. Tavi Johnson, I'm going to guess. It's either that or Tavy. And Cadence Mitchell makes him pay as she hits the first of the 2 foul shots. That ties us again 4 apiece. So San Juan, a good start in this and try to take a lead again, and they do as Cadence Mitchell hits both foul shots. Lady Broncos are perfect from the line to start, and it is 5-4 in favor of the hometown squad here as they dump it down low under the bucket to Riley Little, and she draws a foul from, let's see who this is going to be, Cadence Mitchell it looks like. There's a late whistle on that shot, but Little will go to the line to shoot a couple once again. This is her second trip. Perfect 2 of 2 to start. And she rims in the first, so that ties us at 5 apiece. Little has 3. So does Brooklyn Lame Man for San Juan. That's the scoring lead, but Little's going to take that over right now, at least for the time being, as she scores both from the line. Now we're going to get a Kanab sub being allowed in late here, as Kennedy Glazier re-enters the game. And San Juan will inbound now with just over 4 minutes to go in the opening quarter, trailing once again by 1 at 6-5, and what has been a good opening quarter here between these 2 girls' teams. Region 18 doubleheader here again today, back-to-back days. That's what the weekends kind of have for us for the remainder of the year. Fridays and Saturdays are definitely basketball days. And so we're glad to bring them to you as San Juan girls and boys team up a lot more this year than they have in the past, especially during region games. Now San Juan trying to go cross court. That was ill-advised. It'll be intercepted by Kanab, and an uncontested layup for Riley Little as the defensive coverage broke down for San Juan down under the bucket, and so the turnover results in points. And now the biggest lead for Kanab here in the game, 8-5, and now it's stolen away again by Kanab. They're on the run across, and now slowing it up here is Carson Coulter, She'll send it up to the top of the key for Casey Castano. Castano now right wing for Glazier. Castano gets it back onto Glazier again, right wing with the dribble. She'll send it down into the corner for Coulter. Now they try to go to the edge of the key here. The ball is lost out of bounds by Kanab, and so San Juan will get it on a Kanab turnover. 3 turnovers for both teams here in the early stages. Just over 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Looks like we're going to get our first timeout of the ball game. It'll be for the San Juan Lady Broncos. We'll take a break as well and return to San Juan High School in Blanding. Stay with us. It's a Region 18 doubleheader today between San Juan and Kanab. High school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Diamond Propane in Blanding, Utah is the only locally owned and operated propane dealer in San Juan County. Call Chas Jacobson today at 435-678-2010 to fill your tank. Diamond Propane is a proud sponsor of local high school sports.
Here at Utah Naval Health System, our mission statement is we exist to improve your quality of life through comprehensive, self-empowered, culturally sensitive, and amazing customer service.
Welcome back live to San Juan High School in Blanding. We're back underway following the San Juan timeout. 2:51 left in the opening quarter here in the first game of a Region 18 doubleheader. The girls game beginning our afternoon, and San Juan has the ball in the offensive end. It was knocked out of bounds by Kanab, so San Juan will keep it. Shot clock at 23 now. Nice pass inside. Kamaya Fullwood's shot is blocked, though, by the Lady Cowboys. And rebounded by Kanab. And so it remains 8-5. Here's a 10-footer, and that will roll in for Casey Castano. Make it a 10-5 lead now as Kanab starts to stretch it out a little bit. Definitely their biggest lead of the day so far. Now Ella Stearns nearly lost that basketball. That could have been a double dribble, but they don't call it. And Stearns now will dump it up high, lob it into the paint. Kamaya Fullwood misses the 8-footer. That one took a long time to roll off the side. Now a 3 on the way. Misses everything from Coulter for Kanab. And Cadence Mitchell goes crashing to the floor here. We're going to get a whistle. And I think they'll just give the ball. Oh, they're going to call a travel on San Juan, it looks like, as she went sliding on the floor. So it will be, I guess, a dead ball rebound for Kanab here. That's not true. It would be a defensive rebound and a turnover, I think, for San Juan. So let's see if we can get this scored correctly. And now Kanab is going to turn the ball over. I don't know if they traveled. But anyway, San Juan will get the ball here with 2:02 left in the first quarter, down 10-5. And we'll see if they can cut into this deficit a little bit. DeVay Mitchell is on the court for the first time today. And now they go up top to Cadence. And now down into the corner. They send it to Kamaya Fullwood. She's having to wrestle it away from a double team and not able to do so. Kanab will reach in to get the jump ball here. But the arrow points in the way of San Juan, so the Lady Broncos will keep it in the offensive end as Sindel Atcity steps to the baseline to inbound. She's got Cadence Mitchell wide open, but spots Kamaya Fullwood instead. Now up top for Maddie Adams. Left wing now to DeVay Mitchell. She'll dribble to the top of the key, hand off to Atcity. On the right side to Adams, down into the corner now DeVay. She'll send it up top, and saving it from going backcourt is Cadence Mitchell, but the Lady Broncos unaware of the time on the shot clock, and they run out of said time. So they will turn it back over to Kanab. And now it'll be Castano walking it across for the Lady Cowboys, and Kanab enjoying the 10-5 lead as they bring it in. Here's Little up off the glass, fading to the baseline, and that was a beautiful shot that she banks in. She's got 8 on the afternoon now, and that makes it 12-5. San Juan back in, and Kamaya Fullwood puts up the 9-footer, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Cowboys, and Kanab will run it up, sending it down into the corner now. Glazier has it down there. Bounces it to Little right of the bucket. Now to Castano from the free throw line. The 10-footer is perfect, and it's 14-5. So we were all tied at 5, but it's a 9-point run now for Kanab. Maddie Adams has it for San Juan, up top to Cadence Mitchell. Now DeVay Mitchell goes cross court for Fullwood. She'll use the body to get a little distance, but missed on the 10-footer from the right side. And it is rebounded by Kanab. They'll work it in. Here's a 3 on the way. Nothing but net for Coulter. Carson Coulter scores the first 3 of the afternoon, and suddenly it's a 12-point lead, 17-5 for Kanab. Now they'll steal it away from San Juan, and the momentum swing obviously all the way on the side of Kanab now. Getting up underneath the basket and missing a shot is Carson Coulter. San Juan gets the rebound, but unable to get a real good shot away as the buzzer sounds to end the quarter. So Kanab goes on a 12-point run to finish the first frame. They've got a 17-5 lead as we head into the second quarter. Stay with us. We'll return to San Juan High School in Blanding. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Get the resources and quality of a big school education and the support of a smaller school at Utah State Blanding. Explore over 70 degree and certificate programs to find your perfect fit and experience personalized learning with small class sizes and dedicated faculty while getting the classic college experience. A Utah State education is affordable too, thanks to competitive tuition and tons of scholarship opportunities. Visit blanding.usu.edu to learn more about becoming an Aggie in Blanding.
Mom?
Dad, sometimes I'm gonna be a little impulsive.
I mean, I'm a teenager.
Not to freak you out or anything,
But the leading cause of death
in Utah for teens,
is suicide.
So help us out here.
Because
We may be impulsive,
but we want to live.
Almost all the time.
but in case there are times when we forget that,
keep your guns and ammo locked up safely.
Because doing this little thing
Can make a big difference.
San Juan Public Health in Blanding offers vital records, immunizations, WIC, and health education. Protect your family's health with our services. Visit 735 South 200 West or call 43558733838.
Welcome back live to San Juan High School in Blanding as we get underway in the second quarter. Kanab leading the Lady Broncos 17-5. Game 1 of a Region 18 doubleheader here today at San Juan High School. There's a shot no good from Castano under the bucket. Rebound goes out of bounds in favor of San Juan. So the Lady Broncos down by 12 as we start the second, 17-5. Maddie Adams with it in the offensive end now. Thought about the three. Doesn't shoot. Cadence Mitchell puts up the three. Misses. Kamaya Fullwood with a putback try. Can't score, but she is fouled. So a missed three. And an offensive rebound for San Juan. Kamaya Fullwood draws the shooting foul. She's at the line. This will be the second foul on Tavy Johnson. And for Fullwood, misses the first of the two foul shots. So the Lady Broncos needing some points. They're going to get one out of the two, and Fullwood is on the score sheet with that one as she makes it 17-6. So that halts a 12-point run for Kanab and pulls San Juan back to within 11. We'll see if they can get a defensive stop here. That's obviously what they need. Here's a three on the way for Kanab. It does bounce off as that was put up by Carter Glazier. San Juan gets the rebound, and the Lady Broncos in transition have an opportunity to cut into this deficit, but Maddie Adams' three is blocked, and it goes on the far side. Let's see. Adams did miss the three because of the block for Kanab, and that is 4 block shots here in this first half already for Kanab. They've got a bunch of tall girls, that's for sure. And with the first and foremost being Riley Little, ironically enough. Here's a foul coming against Kanab on the floor, so that'll be Kennedy Glazier's second of the day. And Kanab has both fouls to start the second quarter. As again, Kamaya Fullwood is at the line, so apparently during the shot, Fullwood rims in the first of the two shots. And she'll be looking to make this a 9-point game here with her second effort. Lob it up high, nothing but net for the 5'11 junior, and San Juan is back to within 9, 17-8. Just under 7 minutes to go in the first half now. San Juan kind of battled back and forth for the first half of the first quarter, but in the second half of that first frame, Kanab really took momentum, and now they're going to answer as Taylon Kelly gets open under the bucket, takes a nice dish, lays it up and in off the glass. Now San Juan trying to avoid a turnover. They're able to keep it, send it up top, but now a cross-court pass will be intercepted, and that was an ill-advised pass coming across the grain against this Kanab defense. That will not work. And so San Juan now allows Kanab into the offensive end. Kennedy Glazier misses a three. They get their own rebound, though, so a second chance here. Little puts up a two, no good. And the rebound bounces out of bounds in favor of San Juan. And Kamaya Fullwood was fortunate to avoid a foul there. She did kind of bump into Little as she came back down after releasing that three-point try. So San Juan will transition into the offensive end, down by 11 again. Kamaya Fullwood has it stripped away by Kanab, though. And so they have stolen the ball 6 times against San Juan here. And now Little goes to the hole. She doesn't make the shot, but she is fouled. She'll shoot 2. And that's going to be on Cadence Mitchell, her second. San Juan's first in the second quarter, so Riley Little will try to add to the 11-point lead here. It's 19-8, 5:48 left in the first half. Little does hit the first of the 2 foul shots. So she has 9. That leads all scorers here today. As Carson Coulter will re-enter the game for Kanab. And it's Kennedy Glazier going off. Riley Little makes no mistake. She hits both foul shots. It's 21-8. 5:45 now to go in this first half. San Juan brings it across the timeline. Left side, Ella Stearns drives, kicks. Now they'll send it to the top of the key. Kamaya Fullwood misses the 12-footer. It's rebounded by Kanab. And now it's stolen by San Juan. Lady Broncos' 3rd steal of the game, but they're going to, well, saving it from going out of bounds is Ella Stearns, but it does end up being a turnover on San Juan as nobody was there to get that nice save. And there's a spin to the bucket by Riley Little. Reaches out, lobs it up off the glass and in. She has 12, and it's 23-8. So she has more than half of Kanab's offense. Here's Cadence Mitchell for 3 off the front of the rim. Rebound for San Juan, though. And it looks like Kamaya Fullwood will draw another foul. And this will be the 3rd on Tavy Johnson. So we may not see her a whole lot for the remainder of this first half. Well, she's going to stay in as of now. The sophomore did come off the bench for Kanab as Lame Man misses a 3 here. Rebounded by the Cowboys, but they throw it away on the far sideline, so that'll go back the other way in favor of San Juan. And the Lady Broncos just looking a little bit gassed here against Kanab. Coach Stearns sees that as well. She's going to call a timeout with 4:51 to go in the half. Wheels step aside as well. San Juan trails Kanab 23-8 in the first game of a Region 18 doubleheader. Girls game right now. Stay with us. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
San Juan Credit Union. Your money, your future, your credit union. We have branches available in Blanding, Monticello, and Bluff. Come on down and see us.
San Juan Building Supply in Blanding has lumber, tools, and building materials for any project. Enjoy quality products and expert advice. Call 435-678-2000 or come in and see us at 1050 South Main Street.
For over 75 years, San Juan Health has offered top medical care in Blanding, Monticello, and Spanish Valley. Visit sanjuanhealth.org for our services. San Juan Health, chasing perfection since 1947.
Back live to San Juan High School as the Lady Broncos turn the ball over here. San Juan girls trailing Kanab 23-8 in game 1 of a Region 18 doubleheader. 3 is on the way for Carson Coulter. Off the mark, but Kanab gets their own rebound. And a whistle on the play underneath the bucket here. Looks like it's going to be a foul against San Juan. And it will be Kamaya Fullwood's 2nd in the game. San Juan has 2 in the quarter now. Maddie Adams is going to have to come in for Fullwood. It won't be a shooting foul. It was on the floor, so Kanab will reset from the baseline left of the bucket here. And up top they go to Riley Little. She'll go right side and now back left side for Castano. Castano right side. Now they bounce it down low. Some quick touch passing here. Little will find a wide open player left of the bucket. That's Taylon Kelly. Missed what should have been an easy 2 points, and San Juan pulls down the loose ball. Now the Lady Broncos in transition. Mishandle and kick it out of bounds. That'll be a turnover back to Kanab. 11 turnovers in the first half now for San Juan, and that's not going to breed success for you. So Kanab will walk it back across and go down into the corner. A 3 ball on the way for Carter Glazier. No good. Rebounded by the Lady Broncos. San Juan in transition. Maddie Adams on the run across the line. She'll lob it into the corner for At City. At City drives into the paint, kicks it back out to Adams. Drive right in the paint, puts up the runner from 8 feet. No good, but she's fouled. She'll go to the line. And that's going to be the first of the day on Carter Glazier, the freshman guard. The 4th for Kanab, however, in this second quarter. So San Juan will be in the bonus from here on out. And this one is a shooting foul already. So Maddie Adams makes good on the first. That's her first point of the day. Pulls San Juan back to within 14 points. It's 23-9. San Juan trailed by as much as 15 here in this second quarter. Adams' second shot bounces off, and it's rebounded by Kanab. Lady Broncos will slow it up and now walk it across Casey Castano. She'll take a look onto the right side, gets it back on the wing, send it down low under the bucket. A great pass. Riley Little, the big girl, is down there to lay it up and in, and boy, she is tough to contain, that's for sure. I mean, she's all of 6'3", 6'5" out there, I think. I walked by her on my way up here into the stands, and I mean, she is tall. Just as tall as Trip Palmer, I would say, for the San Juan boys. Now here's San Juan, guilty of a travel. That'll turn it back over to Kanab. And now looks like we're going to get a Lady Cowboy timeout with 3:11 to go here in the first half. A 25-9 lead for the Kanab Lady Cowboys. And we'll keep it here this time, let you know that High School Hoops is brought to you in part today by Bradford Tire, specializing in fast service with fair prices and quality customer care. Also today, Colleen Kay is author of the 7 Dynamos of Organizational Power. Crowley Construction, dirt, roads, driveways, and more. They handle any job, big or small. Dependable Auto Repair. Count on their team of ASE certified technicians for all your auto service. And Diamond Designs, offering a wide variety of quality customized products. Big thanks to all the all the sponsors who make these broadcasts possible. As we are back underway following that Kanab timeout. Just over 3 minutes to go in the first half, and it's been all Kanab since about midway through the first quarter. They have obviously established momentum and have not let the foot off the gas as Riley Little takes another nice dish under the bucket, lays it up and in off the glass. She's got 16 on the day, and it is 27-9. I think we can see why Little is the leading scorer for Kanab as she now knocks the ball out of bounds in the San Juan offensive end. So the Lady Broncos will keep it on the far sideline with 20 on the shot clock now. And they've already committed a shot clock violation in this game, so they'll have to be aware here with a shortened possession. At City has it, goes cross court. Ella Stearns puts up the 3. It's just short and rebounded by Kanab. Lady Cowboys on the run, and they give it to Little. She'll go left side. Here's a 3 on the way, off the mark, but they get their own rebound, and a putback is good for Castano. The 3 was missed by Carter Glazier, but an offensive rebound created the second chance opportunity for Kanab, and they're up by 20 now, 29-9. Here's a drive baseline for Brooklyn Lehman. She missed the floater and rebounded by Kanab. So San Juan right now kind of rushing the shots a little, not getting a real good opportunity. And here on the other side of the court is Castano with a good look. She missed the 2, but right there to clean it up, I believe, was number 14, Taylin Kelly. Another offensive rebound for Kanab, and they make good on the second chance opportunity. They now lead by 22, 31-9. Here's Maddie Adams for 3, a little bit long. San Juan gets the loose ball, at least temporarily. They battle for it down there. It looks like it is going to be an offensive rebound and a foul on Kanab. Riley Little's first. And San Juan keeps it. No, excuse me, it's going to be 2 shots as that puts the Lady Broncos in the bonus. So the San Juan down 31-9, 1:28 to go in the first half. They battled Kanab to a 5-5 tie, but obviously since then it's been 26-4. Kanab outscoring San Juan. As Cadence Mitchell makes both of the foul shots, so make it 31-11 with 1:20 to go in the first half. Lady Broncos back to within 20 here. And Kanab with it in the offensive end. Some good passing springs Taylin Kelly. Uncontested layup from the left side makes it 33-11, back up to a 22-point lead. San Juan quickly works it in. Stearns with it on the left wing, goes right side. Here's a 3 from Lehman, missed everything. And Kanab actually saves it from going out of bounds. Lady Cowboys in transition, but a travel will turn it back over to San Juan as getting caught in between moves there, I think, was Coulter for the Lady Cowboys. So a turnover against Kanab. That's only their 7th of the game, though. San Juan has 12. Here's Ella Stearns on the wing. She dumped it into the corner for At City. At City tried to look at what she was going to do after she got the ball and misses the pass. So San Juan turns it right back over to Kanab. And the Lady Cowboys will walk it up with a half minute to go in the first half. And the coverage breaks down for San Juan again. Taylon Kelly has been getting wide open down their end of the bucket. The sophomore forward gets open again, lays it up and in, uncontested. She has 8. It's 35-11. Now coming the other way, San Juan's Ella Stearns draws a foul. This will be the 3rd on Kennedy Glazier. So Kanab has a couple players with 3 fouls in this game, both Glazier and Tavy Johnson off the bench. And Ella Stearns misses the first of the 2 foul shots here. So San Juan unable to take advantage as of yet. Second shot is on the way and also rolls off. And they battle for the rebound. It will go out of bounds in favor of San Juan. And so they'll get another opportunity. Shot clock is off. 13 seconds left in the half. Here's Cadence Mitchell, who fades away from Little and hits the 4-footer. She has 6 to lead San Juan scoring. It's 35-13, final 2 seconds here. Shot is up off the mark from Carson Coulter, and that's the way it ends. No rebound on the play. 35-13 is the lead for Kanab through 16 minutes. Stay with us. We'll return with some halftime stats. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Pain or injury sidelining you? Precision Rehab restores you and your loved ones back to peak performance with physical therapy in Monticello, Blanding, Montezuma Creek, and Monument Valley. Covered by most insurances. Call 435-678-3869 or visit precisionrehabutah.com.
Here at Lisle Northern Electric, we take pride in our highly qualified team, dedicated to serving our community. Whether you need commercial, residential, or solar electrical services, our certified experts are ready to meet your needs. We are proud to support our community, especially our youth and high school athletics. Lisle Northern Electric, serving our community since 1957.
Holiday Construction is your one-stop source for gravel, concrete, excavation services, and custom hauling. We've proudly served San Juan County with quality and dedication for over 40 years. Call Holiday Construction today at 435-678-2028. We're proud supporters of high school sports and our community.
At Red Mechanical, we believe strong communities start with strong support, and that includes cheering on our local high school athletes. We've proudly served the Four Corners with dependable HVAC and plumbing solutions, keeping homes and businesses comfortable season after season. From the field to your front door, we're here for you. Red Mechanical, proud supporters of high school sports and our local communities.
Ready to own a home across Utah or Colorado? The Britt Barton team at Primary Residential Mortgage, with over 30 years experience, delivers custom loans, great rates, and friendly advice. Sit with Britt and begin your journey today. Primary Residential Mortgage Incorporated is an equal housing lender, MLS number 3094.
At Energy Fuels, creating opportunities and participating in the local community is important to us. Thanks to our dedicated employees, we're safely producing critical materials that support cleaner energy sources and a better planet for future generations. Knowing that the youth of today will make great contributions tomorrow, Energy Fuels is a proud supporter of high school athletics within our communities.
Welcome back live to San Juan High School in Blanding, Utah. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. Second of 2 Region 18 doubleheaders this weekend with the San Juan girls and boys hosting Parowan last night, Kanab today. Both teams winning last night, but the San Juan Lady Broncos trailing Kanab 35-13 after one half in the first game of our doubleheader today. It was 5-5 about midway through the first quarter, but Kanab went on a 12-point run to lead 17-5 after the first frame, and then outscore San Juan 18-8 in the second to continue stretching that lead. Lady Broncos struggling from the floor in this one, just 2 of 21. So they've only made 2 field goals in the entire game, shooting about 10%. And so you're not going to get it done that way. Just 1 of 13 from inside the arc. The other bucket was obviously a three-pointer from Brooklyn Layman. And San Juan is 1 of 8 from beyond the arc. They are better from long range than they are from short range so far today. But they are also 8 of 12 from the free throw line, so 67%, not too bad there. And that's obviously where they've gotten most of their points, but they've got to find a way to get points from the floor as well. Right now the Kanab defense is just really stifling them. 14 of 28 for Kanab in the first half, so exactly 50%, 13 of 19 from inside the arc, 68.5%, almost 68.4. 1 of 9 from three-point range. That's Carson Coulter who hit the only one. That's 11% shooting. But Kanab is a perfect 6 of 6 from the free throw line, and all 6 of those shots from their big girl, Riley Little. Kanab out-rebounding San Juan in the first half, 19-15. Both teams with 4 offensive rebounds in that first half. I've got 13 turnovers for San Juan and 7 for Kanab. So obviously San Juan struggling turning the ball over. 4 blocked shots for Kanab. I'd say probably all those from Riley Little, and none for San Juan. And Kanab stole the ball away from San Juan 6 times in the first 2 quarters, just 3 steals for San Juan. Individual scoring, Riley Little obviously leading the way. She has 16 of Kanab's 35 points, 8 for Taylon Kelly, 8 also for Casey Castano, and Carson Coulter has 3, rounding out the scoring in that first half for Kanab. Cadence Mitchell leading the way for San Juan with 6 points. Both Kamaya Fullwood and Brooklyn Layman have 3. Maddie Adams added 1 through the first 16 minutes. So that's the way it looks after one half of play. It's a tough one so far for San Juan. They've got a lot of work to do in this second half. Again, it's game 1 of a Region 18 doubleheader. Girls game starting us off this afternoon. We'll have the boys immediately following. That one's scheduled to tip at 2 p.m. I think it is going to kind of be on schedule. We'll see how it goes. But no matter what, no matter when it happens, we'll be here for the duration. So we invite you to stay with us this afternoon for a full weekend of basketball. And then I know we've got some Monticello basketball tonight as well. The boys playing Telluride at 5:30, closing out the Bulldog Classic in Dove Creek. So that'll be on both the radio and StreamUtah.Live tonight as well. We'll take another break and we'll return for the start of the third quarter. Kanab leading San Juan 35-13 here in Blanding in game 1 of a Region 18 doubleheader. Stay with us. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Need fast internet in San Juan County? Emory Telcom delivers blazing fast fiber with no contracts and free installation. Power your home with reliable connectivity. Visit EmoryTelcom.com for details today.
Desert Rivers Credit Union offers mortgages, low fees, and great rates for all credit scores. Enjoy local service and a nationwide ATM network. Desert Rivers Credit Union, for people, not profit.
Since 2009, Blue Mountain Hospital has set the standard for rural healthcare, bringing excellence in healing, quality care, and inspired staff to San Juan County. We offer the county's only accredited sleep center, compassionate labor and delivery, top-tier emergency care, and flexible dialysis options. At BMH, our comprehensive services are delivered by a passionate team. Visit bmhutah.org to learn more. We can't wait to meet you.
Blue Mountain Foods, Monticello's hometown grocer, offers fresh meat, deli, bakery, and curbside pickup. Check BlueMountainFoods.com for weekly specials. Open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 64 West Center Street.
Canyonlands Tire and Blanding offers top quality tires, auto repairs, and fast service. Stop by for all your tire needs. Your local tire experts at Canyonlands Tire.
San Juan County Adult Education empowers adults with technical, business, and college skills to join the workforce. Earn a high school diploma or GED. Visit a USU Learning Center or email gina.grover@sjsd.org to learn more.
Buying, selling, or refinancing. Trust Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency, Southeastern Utah's only locally owned title company, serving San Juan and Grand counties for over 25 years. Visit us today.
Welcome back to San Juan High School in Blanding, Utah. High school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. And we are brought to you this afternoon by Flights Gymnastics, a proud supporter of local sports and a great start for your kids. Four Corners Regional Care Center, a skilled nursing and rehab facility in a caring setting, and Jones and DeMille Engineering. From infrastructure to quality of life, they are engineering the future of rural communities. And a big thanks to all the sponsors. Teams are getting set for the start of the second half here now. San Juan trailing the Kanab Lady Cowboys 35-13 in game one of a region doubleheader this afternoon. Both teams beating Parowan last night in another Region 18 doubleheader. And obviously the teams together for these region contests this season, something that we haven't seen in the past. And so we are excited to bring you a lot more girls basketball for San Juan than we have been able to in the past. They, up until this year, always played in exactly opposite locations from each other, even though they'd be playing the same teams. And so it's nice to have them together and get a chance to see both girls and boys working together this season. So obviously that is the additional games we get to broadcast for you. And we'll have 9 of those this season. I believe this is already the second. So 7 more of those as the season goes along. Bobby Bowering should be joining me for the boys game in a little bit. And we are now underway to start the second half in the girls game. San Juan going from left to right on your radio dial here. Some good quick passing. A shot no good right off the hop here to start us off from Brooklyn Lehman, but an offensive rebound for San Juan, and Kamaya Fullwood is fouled as she goes up for the putback, and that'll be our first foul of the second half. And it is going to be the 4th on Kennedy Glazier. But unfortunately for San Juan, unable to take advantage is Kamaya Fullwood as she misses the first of the 2. And the second shot also off, rebounded by Kanab. So it remains 35-13. We are just 20 seconds into the second half here as Kanab has held sway since midway through the first quarter. Here's a 3 on the way for Castano off. Rebounded by Riley Little, though, and it's going to be stripped away by Sindel At-City, but they'll call a jump ball before the completion of that steal, so Kanab will keep it in the offensive end with a new shot clock as well. And now a 3 out of the corner again from Castano, no good. Opposite corner shot, but it's rebounded this time by Kanab. And another 3 on the way, no good from Kelly this time. Rebounded again by Kanab, though. And Little will bank it off the rim, no good. And so they missed 3 opportunities there. San Juan pulls down the rebound, and they've got it set up in the offensive end, but a pass is going to miss everybody. I guess it was deflected by Kanab. I'm not sure, but Kanab comes back to get it, and they'll have it set up. Here's a 3 on the way from Little. Nothing but net for the big senior center from way downtown. Hits the 3, make it 38-13. She's got 19 points on the day. As Fullwood will drive right of the paint, floats up the 6-footer, no good. Kanab pulls down the loose ball. They'll work it into the front court again. And thinking about the three was Coulter. She pulled it back down. Now they'll go into the corner. It's Castano there. She'll dribble it out of the corner. Hand off to Little up at the top of the key. One dribble, then hand off to Castano. She dribbles into the paint, lost her balance, and travels. That'll turn it back over to San Juan, but it's a 25-point lead for the visiting Kanab Lady Cowboys, up 38-13. Boys game will follow this one, so stay with us all afternoon long today here in Blanding as Kanab kicks the ball out of bounds. That's a break for San Juan. That had been lobbed down to the baseline for Cadence Mitchell, but she wasn't able to get the pass. She does bank it off the foot of Riley Little back out of bounds, so San Juan will keep it here with 27 on the shot clock. And they'll lob it up to Mitchell, and she hits the 11-footer from just beyond the free throw line. Cadence Mitchell leading San Juan with 8 points, and that makes it 38-15. And now Kanab has it. Working it out high, down now into the paint. Nice drive to the bucket, and uncontested layup for Carson Coulter ultimately. Back up to a 25-point lead, 40-15. San Juan has it set up. Here's a three on the way, and nothing but net for Brooklyn Laneman. She has 6. San Juan is back to within 22, 40-18. As Kanab will work it on the perimeter. Little dumps it down low under the bucket. Shot is off the side of the glass from Castano. Rebounded by San Juan, but now it's stolen away by Kanab at midcourt. And the Lady Cowboys work it back in, but Ella Stearns is going to reach in and foul Castano. That is the first for the San Juan freshman today. Both teams have a foul in the third quarter. Boys are going to be up against the defending state champion squad from Kanab here in just a little bit. Right now the girls are in a deep hole against the Lady Cowboys, 40-18. And there's a three on the way from Kennedy Glazier. Missed everything. It came down to a San Juan player. Lady Broncos will bring it across. Cadence Mitchell. Left side for Stearns. Drains the three. And the Lady Broncos back to within 19 now, 40-21. They've strung together back-to-back three-point buckets, I believe. And those are the first 3 points for Ella Stearns, the 5'7" freshman. And we're going to get a foul against Sindel. Oh, no, we're going to get a 3-second violation, excuse me. So Kanab will turn it over. And San Juan will work it in. Here's At City on the drive, right through traffic. Her shot is absolutely rejected by Little. And but the rebound came down to San Juan, and I didn't see who missed. Maybe it was DeVay Mitchell who missed the second attempt. And then a defensive rebound for Kanab. They've got it back in the offensive end. Here's Riley Little on the left wing. Has a wide open Kennedy Glazier at the top of the key. She'll continue it around to Kelly on the right side. Now back out to Little. She tried to spin in on Kamaya Fullwood, who stood there and took a hit. And San Juan ends up stealing the ball away here. Now they'll lose it out of bounds. Looks like it went out on Kanab in the corner here. And so San Juan will keep it in the offensive end. With 3:45 to go in the third quarter, down 40-21. San Juan could get as close as they've been in a long time here if they can get a bucket. Cadence Mitchell sends it over to DeVay Mitchell. Now Ella Stearns with the southpaw three, no good. But the rebound bounces out to San Juan, so they get another opportunity. At City goes left side. DeVay Mitchell then up top for Stearns. Now into the middle they go to Kamaya Fullwood. She spins and hits the 8-footer. And San Juan is back to within 17, 40-23. They've gone on a little bit of a run here. And now it's Kennedy Glazier for Kanab down into the corner. We're going to get a timeout, I think. No, I guess there was another lane violation. That'll turn it over to San Juan again. So the Lady Broncos have a little momentum here. Kanab led by, I think, as much as 25 in this. It's down to a 17-point lead now. As Mitchell will send it up top for Stearns. Goes right side to DeVay Mitchell. hits the 8-footer. DeVay Mitchell gets her first points of the game, and it's a 15-point contest, 40-25. 2:45 to go in the third quarter. Here's Kanab with it in the offensive end. Up top for Glazier. Down into the right corner, they set a pick for Kennedy Glazier. Now Riley Little gets a pass and makes no mistake, just bounds her way underneath the basket, lays it up and in off the glass. I'm pretty sure she could dunk if she wanted to. That'd be interesting to see. I've never seen a girl dunk, that's for sure. Kamaya Fullwood misses the 10-footer on the spin. It's rebounded by Kanab. So the Lady Bronco run comes to an end. It's a 17-point lead again for Kanab, 42-25. And wow, Riley Little has it on the baseline. They let him play over there. A lot of physicality. Now J.D. Houston puts up the three, no good. On the rebound, I think a foul here against Kanab. Maybe Little went over the back on it. That's the call. And so San Juan will inbound from the defensive baseline with 2:03 to go in the third quarter. Kanab up 42-25 as Little has to come off. That's just her second foul, so she's not really in foul trouble, but the Coach Clint Glover will bring her off as Kamaya Fullwood misses a shot for San Juan, and a defensive rebound for Kanab sends them back the other way. Nice cut, nice pass to Casey Castano. Uncontested layup as she dissected the San Juan defense. And scoring, making it a 44-25 lead as Kanab starts to reestablish the momentum. Back on top by 19. We've got a timeout with 1:40 to go in the third quarter. We'll step aside as well. High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
In career and technical education, your classroom is more than a place to learn. It's where your future begins. Here, you'll gain real-world skills and turn your talent into opportunity. Learn the skills, build your dream, and step into your career starting today.
Planning a weekend project? Red's Ace Hardware in Blanding has paint, tools, grills, and yard supplies from top brands like Craftsman and Weber. Visit us for great deals and expert advice.
Welcome back live to San Juan High School in Blanding, Utah. High School Hoops today on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. First game of a Region 18 doubleheader, and the San Juan girls trailing Kanab 44-25 with 90 seconds to go in the third quarter here. As San Juan has it in the offensive end. DeVay Mitchell could have probably been called for the travel, but instead San Juan will turn it over at midcourt here as they fumble it out of bounds. And so Kanab will get it regardless. And inbounding, well, Trent Harry, the official, threw that, bounced that to Tavy Johnson, but she wasn't looking. So he gets it back, hands it to her. And now Kanab will work it in the offensive end here. They fumble a pass, but retreating to gather that is J.D. Houston. Hands off to Casey Castano. Now right side for Taylon Kelly. She dumps it down under the bucket, but it's intercepted down there by San Juan. Lady Broncos in transition. And Cadence Mitchell will send it under the basket for Kamaya Fullwood. She missed a three-footer. That was a pretty funny reaction, but she does draw a foul, and she'll shoot two. That's the second on Taylon Kelly today, and the third for Kanab in the frame. And it comes with 57 seconds to go in the third quarter. Fullwood is at the line. She struggled shooting foul shots today, and she misses the first here. And San Juan has not scored a foul shot in the second half. They're 8 of 15 now, as Fullwood misses both again. So a tough run for Kamaya Fullwood today. Kanab rebounds that miss. Running the court, missing a layup try as Taylon Kelly, but Kanab gets their own rebound. Missing a second try, J.D. Houston. And San Juan pulls down that loose ball, and now they'll work it in. DeVay Mitchell on the right wing will go into the corner for Maddie Adams. Up top they go, now to Fullwood, and a double team in the lane. Has the shot blocked out of bounds. And so San Juan will keep it on the baseline, but only 19 on the shot clock. Kanab has blocked 5 San Juan shots today. That's their first block of the second half. And San Juan gets it into Cadence Mitchell. She misses the 8-footer, though. It's rebounded by Kanab, and then a quick foul on Sindel Atcity. And that'll be her second of the day, the second for San Juan in the third quarter. We're down to 18 seconds to go in the frame, though. 44-25 lead for the Kanab Lady Cowboys. We're getting set up for the boys' game in a little bit. They're going to be hosting the defending champion Cowboys. Well, that was kind of weird. That ball goes out of bounds off of Tavy Johnson, who made no effort to get it after she had mishandled it, and she had about 2 seconds before that ball eventually bounced out of bounds. But that's a turnover. Give it back to San Juan, but now traveling is DeVay Mitchell, and that'll give it back to Kanab. So the teams trade turnovers here. And now 2 seconds is all that's left in the third quarter. Kanab gets it in, and a quick shot at the buzzer will count, but off the mark from J.D. Houston. And that's how the quarter ends. It's a 44-25 lead for Kanab after 24 minutes. We'll take a break and return for the start of the fourth. High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
With a changing economy and advancing technology, it's time that marketing and selling of real estate in San Juan County catches up. Four Corners Homes and Property Management is changing the game. Every Four Corners Homes listing includes 3D mapping and virtual tours, professional photos, a digital and global 21st century footprint, and marketing exposure that makes it easy for buyers to find and identify what makes your listing unique. Marketing and exposure sells real estate, and if you want the best, you need Four Corners Homes on your team. Find us at fourcornershomes.net or call 801-404-0058.
Diamond Propane in Blanding, Utah is the only locally owned and operated propane dealer in San Juan County. Call Chas Jacobson today at 435-678-2010 to fill your tank. Diamond Propane is a proud sponsor of local high school sports.
San Juan Building Supply in Blanding has lumber, tools, and building materials for any project. Enjoy quality products and expert advice. Call 435-678-2000 or come in and see us at 1050 South Main Street.
Welcome back to San Juan High School in Blanding, Utah. High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. We're underway in the fourth quarter of the first game of a Region 18 doubleheader. San Juan girls trailing Kanab 44-25, and Kanab steals it away from the Lady Broncos to start this quarter. Not the start San Juan drew up, but Kanab has it in the offensive end. Up by 19 points. Now San Juan will steal and run the floor as Ella Stearns lays it up and in. She's got 5 points on the day. And San Juan makes it 44-27. As Kanab will work it back into the offensive end, Taylin Kelly sends it left side for Glazier, Kennedy Glazier. Now Coach Glover is going to call a timeout here, probably to get some underclassmen in this game. I'm not sure. Still 7-0. He's going to do some coaching. 7:11 to go in the ball game now. And Kanab leading San Juan 44-27. It is game one of a Region 18 doubleheader. Both teams victorious last night, but it's looking like the San Juan girls are going to suffer the tough loss here to start us out today. San Juan would drop to 3-5 on the year with the loss and 2-1 in Region 18 play. Obviously, region play not near as important as it used to be when it determined state tournament seedings, but for bragging rights, for rivalry rights, those things matter. High School Hoops today on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live is brought to you in part by Napa Motor Parts. Get everything you need in Blanding and Monticello. San Juan Pharmacy, serving San Juan County and supporting local teams for decades. And Westcott Motors, San Juan County's source for quality, affordable vehicles, westcott-motors.com. Big thanks to all the sponsors who make these broadcasts possible. As we get back to action coming out of this timeout, it'll be Kanab basketball. And they will inbound. Over on the right side now, it's Castano up top for Little. And for those of you who are just joining us, Little is not at all little. She's far and away the tallest girl out on the floor today. She's looks like she's about as tall as Trip Palmer on the boys' side for San Juan as Sindel Atsidi commits a foul here. Little will hook it, dump it down underneath for Castano, who lays it up easily, 46-27. Nice passing by Kanab, as it has been all day. They move their feet a lot and get themselves open, and that has been the difference today. Maddie Adams on the right wing for San Juan. Will dump it inside, but it's knocked away and intercepted by Kanab. That is now 9 steals for the Lady Cowboys in this game. Going to the hole is Casey Castano. She's fouled as she goes up, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. That's the second on Ella Stearns. San Juan has both fouls here in the fourth quarter. We got 6.5 minutes to go here in this game now. First shot is up, no good for Castano. And we're going to have a San Juan timeout. Just taking a look here, I don't know how many foul shots Kanab has taken. That's their first miss of the day. So that's the only one that Riley Little didn't take so far. And they fall to 6 of 7 on that one, as Castano will be set for a second shot when we come back from this timeout. We'll step aside as well, and we will return to San Juan High School in Blanding. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
In career and technical education, your classroom is more than a place to learn. It's where your future begins. Here, you'll gain real-world skills and turn your talent into opportunity. Learn the skills, build your dream, and step into your career starting today.
Canyonlands Tire and Blanding offers top quality tires, auto repairs, and fast service. Stop by for all your tire needs. Your local tire experts at Canyonlands Tire.
Since 2009, Blue Mountain Hospital has set the standard for rural healthcare, bringing excellence in healing, quality care, and inspired staff to San Juan County. We offer the county's only accredited sleep center, compassionate labor and delivery, top-tier emergency care, and flexible dialysis options. At BMH, our comprehensive services are delivered by a passionate team. Visit bmhutah.org to learn more. We can't wait to meet you.
Welcome back live to San Juan High School in Blanding as Casey Castano hits the second of the 2 foul shots for Kanab. Lady Cowboys lead it by 20 again, 47-27. As a lot of physicality under the bucket there. A shot is thrown up off the mark for San Juan. It's rebounded by Kanab. Lady Cowboys get it back into the offensive end. And J.D. Houston, as we were tied at 5-5 at about midway through the first quarter, but Kanab has dominated since then, obviously. There's a nice block shot by San Juan. That's their first, as Adams went up in the air to swat that one. But it was pulled down by Kanab, so they still have another opportunity, but down to 5 on the shot clock, now 3. And we're going to get a foul as Castano runs to the bucket here. Looks like this will be the third on Ella Stearns. That is the call from Charlie Taylor. I actually know all the names of the refs out here tonight, as there's a bucket, I think, and a foul on the inbound pass. And that will be the third foul on Kamaya Fullwood, but Riley Little scoring for Kanab. She'll have an add-1 opportunity here. Jess Cornwell is the other official tonight, so I think this marks the very first time in my life I've known all of the officials' names in a game. As Riley Little makes no mistake, hits the foul shot. She has, guess what, 24 points on the day. That matches the number on her jersey. Kamaya Fullwood up underneath, has a shot blocked by who else but Riley Little. By the way, she's about 6'3", that Riley Little player. She is far from little. And let's see, that was a blocked shot by Kanab again is what I was looking for. And a defensive rebound for Kanab. And there's a nice run to the bucket, kind of floating it up on her offhand, Kennedy Glazier, and it rolls in. That's her first points of the day. And that makes it 52-27 as they start to distance San Juan again. And now the Lady Broncos will fumble it into the backcourt, and that'll be a turnover back to the Lady Cowboys. And so Kanab will inbound here from the near sideline on their own side of midcourt. As we get several subs in and out here for both teams. And it'll be number 12, Tavy Johnson, to inbound for Kanab. Gets it into J.D. Houston. She will hand off to Casey Castano, and then she'll hand off to Riley Little at the top of the key. Left side now for Coulter. Carson Coulter hands off to Castano to the left wing. Houston thought about the three, now drives in the lane, kicks it over to the left side. It bounces around a little bit. And finally they'll slow it up, send it back to the left side. A wide open three for Casey Castano, and she hits it. Castano, the sophomore, has 16 on the day now. Only player who's outscored her is Riley Little, of course. There's a three, no good for Brooklyn Lanemen for San Juan, and Kanab pulls down that rebound. Now Riley Little bounces to the bucket. Baseline drive up off the glass is good. She's got 26 on the day, and it's 57-27. Now a 30-point lead for Kanab. And we're halfway through the fourth quarter. Here's a lead pass ahead for Castano. Uncontested layup as Kanab had stolen it away from San Juan. And 20 turnovers in the game now for the Lady Broncos. Not going to have success against a team the caliber of Kanab that way. Here's Cadence Mitchell at the top of the key for San Juan. And now Sindel Atsit, he lost the handle for a moment, has to retreat to get that. Three on the way, no good for Brooklyn Laneman. A rebound for San Juan and a foul as Cadence Mitchell was going up and drew the foul. She'll shoot two. That's the fourth on Tavy Johnson. Just the first foul for Kanab in this fourth quarter, but Cadence Mitchell is going to shoot at the line anyway. 3:29 to go in the game now. Mitchell makes the first. She has 9 points for San Juan. That leads the team. And now we get a lot of players in off the bench for Kanab. Let's see, we've got some girls I haven't seen. And there's one girl I don't even have on my roster, so I may have to add her as Cadence Mitchell hits both foul shots. So it's 59-29, back to a 30-point game. Kanab had led by as much as 32. Up at the top of the key, here is Carter Glazier. Now lane drive for Kennedy Glazier, and I think she's fouled on the floor as she goes through. But that will put Kanab in the bonus. Not only that, it's the fourth on Ella Stearns. And Kanab will shoot two now as Kennedy Glazier toes the line. Shot rims out on her first, so it remains 59-29. Here's Glazier with her second shot forthcoming. That one rolls in. So she makes the second of the two. That makes it a 31-point game, 60-29. Just over 3 minutes to go now in the contest. Here's DeVay Mitchell driving up across the top of the key, hands to Maddie Adams. She'll go cross court for Stearns. Three on the way, and it falls for the 5'7" freshman. She's got 8. It's 60-32 for Kanab. And the Lady Cowboys with it in the offensive end. Up top now, I don't know that number 15. I'll have to get her name off my sheet here. It's Hadley Johnson. And I'm kind of hoping she doesn't get any stats here today because that'll mess me up on my iPad. I'll have to add her if she does. I can manufacture it probably. But it's Kennedy Glazier with it at the top of the key now, right wing for Johnson again. Down into the corner they go. It almost bounced out of bounds, and at the buzzer on the shot clock, Taylon Kelly floated up a shot. I think maybe, are they going to call a violation? They're going to call a foul. I'm not sure. Charlie Taylor and Trent Herring are going to discuss this play. And we'll see what they call here. I was going to score it a missed shot. It's going to be a shot clock violation instead. So it's a Kanab turnover. And San Juan will now walk it across. DeVay Mitchell with the basketball. Goes left side for Cadence Mitchell. In underneath the basket to Kamaya Fullwood. She did a good job driving to the hole, but unable to make the floater. And it's rebounded by Kanab. Here's a shot from the left side. No good for Johnson. And that was, I think, a 2-point shot. Rebounded by San Juan. And now the ball is going to bounce out of bounds on Kanab as San Juan was working under the bucket. Let's see, we had a defensive rebound for San Juan. Kamaya Fullwood shot goes out of bounds. Dead ball rebound to San Juan. And Ella Stearns at the baseline will inbound it here. And gets it into Maddie Adams. She drives into the lane, puts up a runner, no good. And rebounded by Kanab once again. The Lady Cowboys in transition across the line. Kennedy Glazier with it. On to Johnson, left wing. She'll go up to the top of the key. And on to the right side for Tinley Latham. Now Johnson gets it back. She goes to the hole, and guess what? She's going to be fouled on the floor, and she will go to the line. So I'm going to have to add her on my roster. Let's see. Hadley Johnson is a freshman, forward and guard. So she's number 15. And a freshman. Forward and guard. Bear with me here, folks. Just got to get her in here. This is going to be tough. She's about to take her second shot. It's on the way. Missed everything. So she missed both. And I'll have to see who the foul is on as well. Let's see. Hadley Johnson, the freshman, missed both foul shots. San Juan scores. Let's see who scored that. I was not paying attention. Anybody see who scored that? I'm not sure who hit the three there, but Kanab will answer. So I got all messed up trying to put a player in. I know that's what usually happens. I'm going to give it to Cadence Mitchell. And now it was. I guessed it right. That's good. And Kamaya Fullwood misses the other way, and Kanab on the rebound. And so I didn't get the foul is what I didn't get. I don't know that it's going to matter ultimately. We've got a running clock here, I think, for the remainder. As Fullwood gets a pass underneath, lays it up and in for San Juan. Looks like the foul was on Adams for the Lady Broncos. And Fullwood makes it 60-37, a 23-point game now. San Juan almost steals the ball. We're down to 25 seconds to go in this. It's been all Kanab since midway through the first quarter. Lady Cowboys have it in the offensive end, maybe trying to close this thing out. There is a 1 second disparity between the shot clock and the game clock. So they do have to shoot here. Here's Johnson sending it into the middle. It's intercepted by San Juan. And Stearns will send Fullwood ahead. She'll pull up from 19 out of the left corner, no good. And a Kanab rebound will end the game. And it is a 60-37 loss for the San Juan Lady Broncos. A tough one here today for San Juan, as they fall to 3 and 5 on the season. And Kanab improves to 11 and 0. And we will take a break. We will return to San Juan High School. We'll have some final game stats from this one for you. And we'll get set up for the boys game as they get set to host the defending 2A state champions here this afternoon. I missed a bucket, I guess. I guess I did. Let's give one to Taylon Kelly. So my stats may be, who knows? They're always unofficial. But I do want to have and I got somehow a wrong score for San Juan as well. I'm not sure. I must have given a 3 where it was a 2. So I don't know about that. I guess that probably, I think I know which one it was. I'll get it fixed. 62-36 was the final, so I had it wrong. Anyway, we will return for some final game stats. Stay with us. High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Ready to own a home across Utah or Colorado? The Britt Barton team at Primary Residential Mortgage, with over 30 years experience, delivers custom loans, great rates, and friendly advice. Sit with Britt and begin your journey today. Primary Residential Mortgage Incorporated is an equal housing lender, MLS number 3094.
Planning a weekend project? Red's Ace Hardware in Blanding has paint, tools, grills, and yard supplies from top brands like Craftsman and Weber. Visit us for great deals and expert advice.
Last year I was at my lowest, going through some pretty serious depression. A couple of friends of mine stopped by the house and said they were worried about me. Said they'd feel a lot better if they could hold on to my firearms until things turned around. I think they saved my life.
If your loved ones are struggling, talk to them about temporarily storing their guns away from their home, because things do get better.
Here at Lisle Northern Electric, we take pride in our highly qualified team, dedicated to serving our community. Whether you need commercial, residential, or solar electrical services, our certified experts are ready to meet your needs. We are proud to support our community, especially our youth and high school athletics. Lisle Northern Electric, serving our community since 1957.
Here at Utah-Navajo Health System, our mission statement is we exist to improve your quality of life through comprehensive, self-empowered, culturally sensitive, and amazing customer service.
Get the resources and quality of a big school education and the support of a smaller school at Utah State Blanding. Explore over 70 degree and certificate programs to find your perfect fit and experience personalized learning with small class sizes and dedicated faculty while getting the classic college experience. A Utah State education is affordable too, thanks to competitive tuition and tons of scholarship opportunities. Visit blanding.usu.edu to learn more about becoming an Aggie in Blanding.
Welcome back to San Juan High School in Blanding, Utah. High school hoops today on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. It's a Region 18 doubleheader. First game of it in the books so far this afternoon, a 62-36 loss for the San Juan girls. So a tough start to the day for San Juan, but we'll take a look at these final game stats. And we were all tied at 5 apiece about midway through the first quarter, but from that point on, Kanab stormed ahead with the momentum. They outscored the Lady Broncos 17-5 in the first quarter, 18-8 in the second. San Juan outscored Kanab 12-9 in the third, but Kanab wins the fourth quarter 18-11 on the way to the win. San Juan improved the shooting in the second half. They were just at 9.5% from the floor. They had only made 2 field goals in the first half, so they score 11 buckets all total today. So a vast improvement in the second half for the San Juan offense. Finished the day 11 of 48 for 23%, but Kanab was 25 of 51 for 49%. Lady Cowboys 22 of 34 for 65% from inside the arc. San Juan was 7 of 34 for 21%. Kanab 3 of 17 from long range for 18%. Well, the San Juan actually won in that department. They were 4 of 14 from three-point range. And that's almost 29%. From the free throw line, Kanab 9 of 13 for 69%. San Juan was 10 of 18 for 56%. Let's see. Rebounding, Kanab winning that handily, 38-27. But 8 offensive rebounds for both teams. This is all unofficial, of course. San Juan turning the ball over 20 times. Kanab 16. I had 6 blocked shots for the Lady Cowboys, 1 for San Juan, and then 10 steals for Kanab, 7 for San Juan. Individual scoring, Riley Little, she's not little at all, that's for sure. 26 points for this Kanab leading scorer. Then it went to Casey Castano, had 18. Taylon Kelly had 10. It was a 5-point day for Carson Coulter, and 3 for Kennedy Glazier. And the 3-point baskets, 1 apiece for Coulter, Castano, and Little. For San Juan, Cadence Mitchell led the way with 12 points today. Ella Stearns had a good game also. She scored 8. 7 points for Kamaya Fullwood. 6 for Brooklyn Lehman. It was a 2-point day for DeVay Mitchell off the bench, and Maddie Adams also off the bench had 1. 4 3-point baskets, 2 apiece for Lehman and Stearns. So those are the stats for the girls' game. Again, a tough 62-36 loss. We're going to have to cut the stream as far as the video side on StreamUtah.Live and on YouTube. So for those of you on the stream, you'll just have to close this stream and start the boys' stream. That'll also be available on YouTube here momentarily. For those of you listening on Red Rock 92, we're going to have a few seconds of dead air. Hopefully it's only a few seconds, and we'll return as we open the boys' broadcast. Again, the San Juan boys getting set to host the defending 2A state champion Kanab Cowboys here in Game 2 of a Region 18 doubleheader. Stay with us again, few seconds